Hi, this is Tom again from Rocket Restorations. Today we're going to feature my new barn find. Got this back in June and we've done a bunch of work to it since we pulled it out of the barn. It was sitting since 1991 in a barn. Pretty cool find. I love the 70s vibe on this. Definitely need to find new wheels and tires for it. I'm not a big fan of this wheel and tire package, but I'm going to work on that. But really cool car. It is a V-Code 1970 440 6-pack Roadrunner, or sorry, 6-barrel Roadrunner. 6-barrel is Plymouth, 6-pack is Dodge. And it's a very cool color combo. It's factory black with burnt orange interior. Obviously it's bronze primer now with flames, which is a nice look, but the black's a pretty good look for it too. So lots of really cool options on this one. Of course, the air grabber hood, which is still up. We'll do a closer inspection of that in a minute. The 410 Dana 60 rear end, tach, 8-track, bench seat Colomado, and it's got a fender tag, broadcast sheet, and I do have the numbers matching motor. The motor in it now is a 69 440 HP that came with it. The original motor's stuck, unfortunately. One day we'll get around to getting that thing built, but let me give you a little tour of the car here. So the 70 Plymouth has a really nice grille. I've always really liked the grille on these, and the front turn signal lenses. I mean, it's pretty similar to the 68 69s. It's the same body, but they did a nice little refresh on it. This has the hood pins. Of course, the air grabber hood with pretty much the coolest thing ever. So when you're at a stoplight and some Chevys revving up on you, you can just pop open the hood and it says air grabber on it with teeth. Also, a little known, you can see right here, see that little pin inside the sticker there? That's actually how you have to take the door off. So if you put a sticker on this over the pin, the only way to remove it is to rip the sticker. So at some point, somebody put the pin through there. Kind of neat. It's a 2-door hardtop. From what I've gathered, the history on this is I believe it came out of Billings, Montana, which Facebook's really good for this kind of stuff. I posted it on a Montana Mopar board, that sticker, because it's definitely the state of Montana on that dealer sticker. I believe it came from Billings, Montana, because this is Imperial. Actually says Toyota Service too, which is funny. Which there must have been a real early Toyota franchise, especially in Montana. There couldn't have been too many Toyotas sold in Montana in 1970. But yeah, I believe it was sold new in Billings, Montana, and then it's been in the Midwest most of its life. Love the old race stickers. Edelbrock, Hooker, Direct Connection, Fairbanks, Holly. Kind of neat. And then it's got an inspection sticker on the windshield that says South Dakota Department of Public Safety. So I think it spent a bunch of time in the Dakotas. There's the VIN right there. Some leftover lug nuts and trim that fell off. We still got to put back on. Has some ET mags on the front. Again, I'm going to try for something a little better. It's got the nice flames on it, the mud flaps. It's really a pretty solid car. I mean, it's got a few rust holes here and there, but it's really a pretty solid car. Unfortunately, someone did cut the wheel wells at some point, which I think I need some fatties back here. And they flared the quarter panel a little bit with mud flaps. Need to find a side marker for it. I did get it running. Unlike the last Polara video, I'll actually get a running video on this because that was my bad. I love the taillights on the Roadrunner. It's just such a classic look. It's kind of like they're winking at you. And that's Roadrunner only. GTX is a little bit different. The Plymouth on the back and reverse lenses. Has the 440 sticker on the back here too. You know, looking at the roof, looks pretty solid. There's probably a little bit something underneath there, but it really looks pretty good. It's an 8-track car, so it had rear speakers. It has 3 front speakers as well. Again, the nice flared quarter panel on this. It's actually an original Magnum 500 car, which I'm tempted to put back on, but I don't know. You gotta tell me, guys, what you think. But with these big cutout wheels, I think it needs something better. It's pretty cool. The guy I got this from in the Dakotas actually had an NOS quarter panel for it, so kind of looking forward to getting that. When this thing gets done, do that. It's got the belt molding, this decor package. Interior's a little ratty. The bench has been changed at some point. Yeah, it's supposed to be burnt orange interior, which is pretty cool. Black with orange is my favorite combo on a Mopar. You can see the that's the crossover there for the 8-track, and then the speakers on the dash. I have the 8-track, it's just not in it. And then the Road Runner steering wheel. I also put the Road Runner sticker on the door. Fortunately, in a bit of a disappointment, the Road Runner horn does not work, so we won't be able to test that. All right, do the under hood. Pull out the hood pins here. Road Runner, the release is underneath the grill. Hard to see when you're holding a phone. There it is. And the release is over here. All right. Here's the engine bay. When I got it, it was basically a short block in the car. Luckily, I did get the radiator, which is super duper hard to find. That's the 956 Hemi 440 6-pack max cooling radiator. And here's the air grabber hood. It's just a fantastic piece of engineering. The big air cleaner, of course, it's the 6-barrel. And it's got a vacuum pod that runs it, vacuum reservoir down there. It's a power disc brake car. Also power steering with a cooler, but somebody converted it to manual steering at some point, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Here's the fender tag for all that are interested. I always like doing decodes for you. So E87 is 446 barrel, D32 is automatic. That's the VIN number. R is Plymouth, M is medium for Road Runner, 23 is 2-door hardtop, V is 446 barrel, 70 is the year 1970, G is the plant St. Louis, and the sequence number. TX9 is black paint. That's the interior code. H2 is bench seat with Road Runner decor package, which all hardtop Road Runners got. K4 is burnt orange. That's upper door frame color, burnt orange. SPD is 903, which I'll come back to that in a minute. There's something kind of cool on that. So remember that. September 3rd is the SPD. That's the Vaughn. V1X is black vinyl top. A32 is 410 Dana. B51 is power brakes. J25 is 3-speed wipers, which was standard on an air grabber car because it would not, the air cleaner would not clear a 2-speed wiper. J45 is hood pins. M21, M25, and M31 are the moldings. That's belt moldings, and I can't remember what else. N85 is tach, N96 is air grabber, R22 is 8-track, V21 is hood performance treatment, V88 is stripe delete, which is kind of cool. Black car with stripe delete, but it has the black on the hood on a black car, which is the V21. 26 is 22-inch radiator, END is end of codes. So okay, so this is kind of cool. So 903 is the production date, September 2nd. So 1970, it's one of the federal regs. The door does not open from the outside, from the inside. They started putting stickers on the doors to help document the cars a little bit better. So see what you notice about this. It says August 1969. So the car's scheduled production date was September 3rd, but it was actually built in August. So this car was built early because this tag was the last thing that went on after the production, after it was finished. This car was finished in August before the scheduled production day. That's why they call it the scheduled production day, because it's not necessarily when it was built. So, doesn't even have a remote mirror, standard mirror. Put a little towel on the bench seat so it's a little more comfortable in here. So we got this thing running, but not well. So I'll do a startup video for you, but it doesn't really want to idle right now. All the gauges actually work. I put a new gas tank in it. It was pretty nasty. Got the gas gauge to work. So let me fire this thing up and you guys can hear it. 2 pumps. Tach works, but I think it's running a little bit high. I don't think I hit 6,000 RPM there. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Got a little bit of an exhaust leak, but that's normal. Gear controls there on a Peabody. Alright, let's see if it'll die or if we keep on running. No, it wants to die. Aftermarket oil pressure gauge, which is the 60 pounds. It's not totally cold, but it's pretty cold. Yeah, gas gauge works. Got the charge. As I said, the block was pretty much a short block when it came here. So we had to pretty much do everything to get it running. It had exhaust manifolds and exhaust kind of in there, but it's got a pretty good exhaust leak. It smells like carbon monoxide poisoning. Electronic temperature gauge does not work because there's a plug in there. The oil pressure is bypassed because I got the manual gauge there. So and here's the air grabber switch. Missed the bezel, but it's on there. You can see on the hood, it's slowly going down there. Yeah, I do a driving video, but it's just not running that well right now. So, all right. It's probably just gonna die. It needs some work on the carbs. Yeah, you kind of got a double footer right now. We put the 6-pack on and we really haven't done too much tuning on it. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Keep an eye on the Rocket Restorations channel. We're gonna start highlighting some of our projects here and a few more of my project cars, a few more of my cars. All right, thanks a lot.